Good morning, class. As you know, I'm your English teacher. You know that you are right now at home, but we can continue working our English courses. You know, my name is Mr. Kimbo. We are at Lycée Madina, Garçon. So we are going to explain you how you can work with a text. How can you work with a text? There are many steps. We can have the reading skills, listening skills, writing skills, and comprehension skills. Today we are going to explain you some steps from the reading skills. How can we read? How can we read? Here are some strategies. Here are some strategies. These strategies are 7 strategies. So the first one is simple reading. Simple reading. Simple reading, what is it? Simple reading is to identify important words. You have to read a text and identify simple words. The words are very important for you. This calls simple reading. What's about the second? The second step is understanding. What's the meaning of understanding? Okay, understanding means understand the meaning of important words. Important words, as you know, at the end, I will read a text for you and show you different steps according to the first and the second steps. Now, go on the first steps. The first step, questioning. Questioning, what questioning is? We have to know that questioning is about the text, because here we have a text. You will be at the exam and we'll give you the text and you work on the text. First, you read. It's simple, and after reading, you have to understand. After understanding, you have to questions, to ask questions on the text. And after asking questions, we have to know something else, which is very important: connecting. The 4 points. The 4 point is connecting. What connecting is? Connecting is linking new learning to previous knowledge. Your previous knowledge is what? Is simple reading, the understanding, and questioning. These are the previous learning. So after the connecting, what can we do? We can identify. We can identify. What we mean identify? Identify, we have 4 forms. 2 forms. The first one is to express. To express the meaning of the text. Express meaning means what? Is simply to be clear. To explain clearly different parts of the text. This is called identifying. After identifying, we have inferences. Inferencing means what? Inferencing is this the implicit meaning of the text. Implicit means what? This means that the meaning of the text is not clear. It is not clear for you. So, you have to know that we are identifying which meaning is clear. And inference its meaning is not clear. We call it implicit. Implicit, which is not clear. But explicit is clear. You read the text and you understand it. So, after this, we have what we call evaluating. Evaluating means what? Evaluating is what? After forming opinions about the text that we have read. We call it evaluating. If you can remind yourself, during the start of the year, we have started many texts, and all the time we are telling you to read the text, and after reading, to understand. After understanding, you have to read first the questions. If you read the questions carefully, it will be helpful for you to remind, to do good work in your English test. Let us recap what I just said. First lesson, simple reading. The first strategies. The second strategy is understanding. After understanding, we have questioning. You see, the first and the second deals on what? Just on the words. Means that you have to read on vocabulary. You have to improve your vocabulary levels. If your vocabulary is not good, you will suffer a lot during your study comprehension, reading comprehension. So after your reading comprehensions, we are asking you questions. We are asking you a question. Generally, what's the text about? This is the first question. Questioning. What's the text about? After this, we have the connecting. the connecting that we have during the first, the first, the second, and the third. You have to connect all of them to give both answers. And after they have identifying. In identifying, you have to know that in the text there are some parts which are very clear, which can help you understand simply the text. And after this, you have inference. Inferring means what? It means that something which is not clear, it's explicit. So after that, you have to evaluate. Evaluations mean to give you a point of view, to give a point of view to the text. So after dealing with different parts, the tips to develop reading skills, so let us read a text. We are going to read a text, and after reading the text, you will see if the text is difficult or easy for you. But I know that if you have the 3 steps, it can be helpful for you for all the text you will deal with. So let us read the text. I have a text here. I'm going to read the text for you. We have already done it in class, but I'm going to take it again because it's contextual. We have it now. And the text is COVID-19. I know that right now you are at home, but you can work. We can continue working, and I'm going to read again this text. And after reading, if there are some difficult words, I'm going to explain if you have time, the different steps in this text. But if you haven't much time, next time you will see the coming program. I'll give you the different steps. So let's go. The text, COVID-19 and Wuhan 400. When readers first came across a biological weapon named Wuhan 400, in the American author, then comes novel The Eyes of Darkness, without anyone had the notion that the famous figure author was predicting a real-world outbreak of COVID-19. Coronavirus disease. In chapter 39 of his book, Kant writes about a virus developed in military labs near the city of Wuhan by the Chinese Communist Party (CCP) as a biological weapon. The scientist leading the Wuhan 400 research is called Lycée, who defeats the US with information about China's most dangerous chemical weapons. Wuhan 400 affects people rather than animals and cannot survive outside the human body or in environments colder than 30 degrees Celsius. Non-medications. Non-medications and antibiotics will be completely ineffective against this fungus-like extremely contagious disease. And it is victims will be quarantined until it's discovered that the bacteria can be destroyed through some combination of electrical current and extreme heat. In around 2020, a severe pneumonia-like illness will spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and bronchial tubes and resisting all known treatments. Almost baffling than the illness itself will be the fact that it will suddenly vanish as quickly as it arrived, attack again 10 years later, and disappear completely. But in February 2020, after such an outbreak had occurred, Eagle Eyes confirmed shared this as if the famous failure author was a prosecutor. The similarities between the made-up virus and the Wuhan virus has got Twitter users struggling to comprehend the improbable coincidence. It is true that once named a fictional biological weapon, Wuhan 400 is now. It's also true that Wuhan, China, is the city at the center of the 2020 coronavirus outbreak. However, that's pretty much where the similarities end. One, the big difference: Wuhan has a 100% kill rate, while the Wuhan virus does not. We are not entirely sure when or why this change occurred. From what we can tell, the biological weapon was originally called Corgi 400 when this book was published in 1981. But by 2008, the name has been changed to Wuhan 400. Regardless of when Wuhan 400 made its place, when its way into Kant's novel, this is not a prediction. Kant did not claim that the events that took place in his novel would rather come to fruition, and the similarities between Wuhan 400 and COVID-19 are minimal. Furthermore, readers only notice this prediction after an outbreak of coronavirus was reported in Wuhan, China, which makes this prediction nothing more than a coincidence, adapted from Taiwanese staff writer by Qingxi Chen. Okay, you know, this is a text. I have read the text. After reading the text, what you have to do, if you want to understand deeply the text, there are some steps. Among these steps, we are listing them here. There are 7 steps. The first one, simple reading. What I have done is simple reading. I have read. After reading this, I have to understand the text. How to understand the text means that I have to know the meaning of different words. That's why simple reading, I have done it. Understanding the words, because we have combined words together to make a text. If you know the meaning of different words, it can be helpful for you to understand the text. And third, what you have to do, you have to question. You have to question yourself, the different questions, what the text is about, because you know the meaning of the text, what this is about, and after this, you are going to ask questions. If you ask a question, or if you are asked a question, you can easily answer it. And after, you have to do what? The connection. The connection means what? Your previous knowledge. You have read a text and you have a meaning. After this, you have to put them together. I am rich on vocabulary, my vocabulary is good, and I know different meaning. I can understand the questions. I have to make combination of them to answer, to give what you call a good answer. After this, you have to remember something. Identify. Identify means what? You read a text, there is a meaning. We have given a word here, and you have to know the explicit and the implicit meaning of the word. The implicit meaning of the word is inferencing. The inferencing may be difficult, but you have to know that identifying the explicit meaning may be very easy for you. So you have to keep in mind that identifying meaning is very easy for you. That's it what you have to all the time revise your vocabulary. You have to know your degree of vocabulary. You have to improve your vocabulary levels. After this, you combine them with inferencing. After inferencing, you have to be evaluated. You have to be evaluated. You will be capable to give your point of view on the text. Here we have read the text. You know the meaning of the text. You understand the questions. And after understanding the questions, what you have to do, you have to give your point of view. Giving the point of view, what they call essay, here they call it evaluating. You see, there are many steps dealing with text. So to understand very well in an English test, you have to follow these steps. There are multiple steps of it, but I have selected some of them here. So let us recap them easily, and we stop here for today. And the coming text or the coming course, I will give you something else apart from this. So let us recap top tips for developing reading skills. I have given you some strategies, and we have 7 strategies. Firstly, you have to read simply. what we call simple reading. After simple reading, understanding. After understanding, questioning. You have to question yourself about the text. After this, you have to connect the 4 questions. You have to connect the first, the 2, the second, and the first. You combine all of them together and you understand deeply the meaning of the text. After this, we have identifying. Identifying is what is the explicit meaning. This is the clear meaning of the previous knowledge you have. And after this, you have influencing. Influencing is implicit. Here, the meaning may be vague. Okay. And at the end, we have evaluating. You can hear, we ask you to give your point of view about the text. So, dear friends, we are going to stop here our English course. Maybe we'll meet soon for the coming test. Well, for the coming course, it will be the tips for listening skill or tips for speaking English, because you know that when we come back, we'll start with our topics. You have to be ready for the topic. So I wish you good luck. I wish you to revise all this, to take care of yourself, and don't forget to stay home. Already at home, but you have to protect yourself, protect your family, and all people around you. Thank you very much. Goodbye.